This is the time that Malcolm in the Middle from Malcolm in the Middle learns to skate. We begin with a good game of street hockey. Young Malcolm has no skates, so he's sprinting back and forth, but he's a small nerd chasing people on skates, so he's getting left in the dust. Stevie tells him to just get some skates because Malcolm has a better chance catching up to them than he would in a foot race. Agent Cody Banks reveals that his dad barred him from getting skates until he is inducted into the cult, the Brotherhood of the Wheel. Francis and Reese, before him, went through the initiation and has left both of them with irreparable childhood trauma. That might be why they are the way they are today. They come home and Reese rolls through the house with dog turds on the bottom of his skates, and Lois screams at him so hard that she blows her back out. Malcolm is shook about skating lessons, so he calls Francis for advice. Francis is getting ready to go assassinate Osama bin Laden or whatever they do in military school, but he always has a moment to give his brother advice. Francis tells him to just get it over with and pull the band-aid off his crotch as fast as possible. Good older brother, I suppose. We cut to Heisenberg attempting to sacrifice Lois with ricin, but she catches him in the process. He's definitely tried this before. Walt recently saw the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, and he wants to teach the kids how Joey Chestnut does it. Malcolm interrupts and asks for a different lesson. He's ready to cook. Walter tells him he's too young to cook, but he's just old enough to skate. The lessons will begin tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. sharp. Walt sneaks in like the Grinch, and before Malcolm can get his bearings, he will be awoken by the sound of bearings. They do some light calisthenics to warm up, then Walter starts going dummy like a San Jose car show. Malcolm is in shock and awe. Walter has a surprise for him. A brand new pair of inline skates. Malcolm is as excited as a kid with a console under the tree. Walter thinks putting googly eyes on things is really funny, so he puts some on Malcolm's shoes and tells him to go walk around in them until he tells him to stop if he wants to get some skates. Walter shows him how to montage and they begin to train. Malcolm keeps on talking and it's really slowing down everything because they have to keep returning to regular speed. All that back talk just kills the vibe, so they end the lesson early. They're about a whole day behind schedule, and Malcolm doesn't know a damn thing about skating. Back at the house, Malcolm is peeved. Reese of all people tells him that he just needs to shut the hell up and listen for once, because at the very least, it's gonna take way longer if he keeps on doing it this way. Malcolm is not trying to hear that, so he just tries to go and take his skates out right now. He's caught in the act, and Walter wants an explanation. Malcolm legit tells him, "Oh yeah? Well, you." We then get a lesson that the enemy in front of you isn't the most dangerous. It's the one you're not expecting. Walter paid Reese to slip Lois the ricin in her milk, and the sandwich was a diversion. While Heisenberg does a monologue, Lois fades into the realms of Hades, going on an incoherent, drug-induced rant. She talks about how she hates cops and bigots. So apparently if you aren't a racist, you don't say racist shit when you're under the influence. In mourning, and to make sure he still got it, Walter goes out and pirouettes. They play some copyrighted music, so I definitely cannot play that. Francis has entered the Bin Laden compound, but he can't find his gun. He did, however, see a TikTok recently that said the contents of a fire extinguisher are toxic, so he just tries to spray him with the hopes that he'll just asphyxiate. Obviously, that makes no sense, and it doesn't work, and all his platoon catches him, so they tie him up and drop his ass off in the woods. They at least give him a knife, so they're being pretty considered, all things considered. Lois raises from the dead, and Walter is shocked, to say the least. Everyone in the house just scrambles. Walt snatches up Malcolm, and he takes him to the backyard. Since Malcolm has a potty mouth, Walter is gonna help him get his skills up. Malcolm is handed a multiple-page-long list of swear words, and they can't get up until Malcolm says all of them to Walt's face. They're both ready to stop halfway through, but to no one's delight, Malcolm continues on. I've actually procured the exact copy, and will read it, starting with, "Stinking son of a..." That was the longest hour of my life, but I hope it came out clear. Some time has passed, and Malcolm has escaped, and he's ready to go and dominate the streets. Through his eldritch magic, he manifests the song Funky Town and beats everyone while dancing. I've never seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure before, but I'd imagine it's basically this for either 30 minutes or an hour. Malcolm will continue on the legacy of the Brotherhood of the Wheel.